Hi, I'm Kelly Dole. I'm the owner of the Growler Guys here in Seattle, Washington, and I'm an Aztec for life. I grew up in San Diego, and my dad he used to play handball and was friends with Don Coryell, the football coach. We would go to the football games and the basketball games on a regular basis. It was like our family entertainment when I was a little kid. So I enrolled as a business major, and then I discovered that you could actually make a living out of making films, and that's really where my passion was. And so I switched majors, and that was a monumental decision. Day after I graduated, I moved to Hollywood. And so I ended up being like a second unit director sometimes. I worked on the last episode of A-Team, 21 Jump Street, other things like that. I leaned on my San Diego State graduates, like Richard Kipnis, one of my best friends. He and I started a company together, which eventually led me into distributing and producing films for the Japanese market. My San Diego State friends launched my company and my career 100%. I had Bob Sly, who was an editor. Ken Moore was a director and editor, and Lowell Blank produced it. Leaning on your classmates when you're in school and leaning on those people who you trust the most when you need them the most, it's been like priceless. I sold one of those companies. I closed the other one. And then I think is an important thing for people to realize you have to do in your life sometimes. I pivoted to a new business. I started the Growler Guys. Having alumni gather here together, I think there's just nothing else like your college experience. And there's a group of guys that I have stayed in touch with. We started a ski trip when we were still in college. We're still doing it. We just had our 44th annual ski trip, all San Diego State grads. You get back what you put in. So stay in touch with those people who you're close with in college. Being an Aztec is part of my life, is part of my soul.